What up, man? GMRNStv. My peoples out there that I personally know and the ones I don't know, are kindred and heart and mind. I just wanted to jump on here and talk, man. This shit is even though I'm aware of the status of the world, real aware of the presence and the operation of the heart of man, the present situation going on where on the edge of what it seems like a global war is troubling my heart. I'm gonna try to keep this thing as diplomatic as I can, because I would like to personally. But at the same time, I talk to my peoples before anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by my peoples is all real niggas stand up. But yeah, it just this whole shit that's going on right now with the U.S. and they whole foreign policy approach, and how they're manifesting out shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking for smoke, looking for trouble, and how they, pretty much just invaded, Venezuela and just kidnapped this man. Was supposedly, I'm no political expert, but by reports, it's the head of state of the nation of Venezuela. Maduro. Bottom line, man, there's just so many lies that go and say this is a law enforcement operation. That's just, by just sensibly speaking, that's just straight up deception. Anybody that has any type of knowledge of how enforcing any type of coded law that a sovereign nation may have or organization, etc. You have to have jurisdiction first. The U.S. has no jurisdiction over Venezuela and anything outside of its own, really. So in reality, man, who the fuck do they think they really are? You know what I'm saying? It just lies. It's a sense of arrogance, and it's really insulting the intelligence of the people to say that we got jurisdiction, we can practically do whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? That's just not true. The arrogance and the egotistical behavior of the U.S. is well documented through the years with a lot of heinous acts. Me as a black individual and my peoples, we experience this shit on a regular here and in history as well. So my perspective personally is going to be a lot different than maybe a lot of people's perspective when they look at the U.S. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just, because it's some bully shit. It's just being bullies. They went over here to this man's sovereign nation. They take this man out, and I know some people be like, "Oh, well, Maduro, he's doing this and doing that. Even his own countrymen don't like him," and that may be true. And to be all fair in a sense of fairness, I don't know the exact what's going on in Venezuela. I'm not there. All I can do is go off of reports, and even on that, it gives the U.S. no right to just jump up illegally by all the concepts of it being legal, and unlawfully by all the concepts of being lawful, to just go into a whole nother realm of the earth jurisdiction, take this man out of there, and then be like, "Oh, we're gonna put you on trial." When these people, and what I mean by these people, these puss-ass crackers here in the U.S. Have a long history of just trying the shit out of people, deboing, bullying, exploitation, through all kind of the systems designed in the U.S. are exploitative by nature. Capitalism is exploitative by nature, and even myself, of being a participant of that, we all have our judgment coming for doing that shit. So to go into this place, get this person out of here, take him out, and say, "Oh, we're gonna just jack they oil," and just straight jacking, just some straight street shit. So I have a problem with it because years, black people have suffered denigration, being judged and looked at a certain way, where these motherfuckers are doing the same exact shit. You know, so you gonna just straight do some street shit, jack this man's shit, and say, nah, fuck that. We're gonna do whatever we want. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take their shit. It's our shit now. And then they like, oh, we're gonna try everybody, all the oil to come out that motherfucker. And they telling us like, oh, this is for the safety of the Venezuelan people. We're gonna sell their oil and get the money back to them and help them out. Like, bitch, if you believe that shit, you either naive, you're a child, or you're just uneducated on the reality of life, not on any specific context, contextualized knowledge. That's the reality of life and how people work. Like, these people straight bullying, man, you know, and they're doing it because they're basically saying, like, we better than you, we got more weapons, we'll fuck you up. You can't do shit about it. You can't do shit about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's real. I agree, you know what I'm saying, Skippy, what you're saying. Straight thugging, and they being honest about it. Now, I can respect that. I agree with that, Skippy. I can respect that because as in the past, they will always lie and be like, no, we're doing this and doing that. And then, you know, most people are real naive. They sipped the Kool-Aid a long time ago because we live in a selfish world. Most people don't give a fuck about nobody else. Just gonna be like, yeah, you know, as long as they good, they gonna run what everybody, and especially the people in the US, they're gonna run whatever these motherfucking crackers say. But now, you know, there's one thing I can't appreciate about the Trump era, you know, since the first time, it's out in the open now, because I've been saying this since he first got elected in 2016. It's gonna force everybody to pick sides because motherfuckers ain't hiding no more. They're just crackers just out in the open like, fuck that, this is what we doing. We don't give a fuck. Do something about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't like it, do something. So I can appreciate that out in the open because it makes people pick a side, and because everybody in life got to decide what they got to do. Now, you have government factions, but as far as the people, what I mean by the everyday people in life, we got to decide what we got to do. And everybody's looking out for themselves, and rightfully so. I don't blame you. So it's a cold world, but in the long run, for the future, you know what I'm saying, our children's children, and just all the children coming up, like, we got to ask ourselves, where do we want to leave the world? What kind of situation we want to leave the world in? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't give a fuck, then it just shows the whole mind state that's been implemented in our time. And this shit is eroding quickly and surely. This shit is picked up. This shit is all talked about in biblical scriptures. The kingdom of Babylon, Revelation 18, chapter 4. Leave out of her my people, for ye be not partakers of her sins, and receive not of her plagues. Like, and that's tied into a whole nother thing. Like, but people just don't really give a damn. And this shit troubling a nigga heart, because it's like, damn, man, like, they can just do what the fuck ever they want to, just the arrogance and the brazenness, you know what I'm saying? Like, and me motherfuckers over here be online talking shit like, yeah, let's go kick their ass. First of all, most people, you ain't gonna do shit yourself. You gonna sit back like most of these motherfuckers do behind the desk. These crackers with suits on, with motherfucking shaving ass faces, looking like a fucking child, doing some pedophilia shit, and they talk a lot of motherfucking shit, but one-on-one head up phase, they ain't doing shit. So, you know, you got an exploitative nation. Yeah, you built up society, and I'm living in the U.S. I live in Florida, and we all benefit from it. But the difference between me as being a black person, like, motherfucker, I got rights to this shit. Niggas don't build this shit up on their motherfucking back for real, and still to this motherfucking day, you know what I'm saying, are the engine and the catalyst as far as like influence marketing, because marketing ain't nothing but psychology. You influence the people and sway their mind, you can get them whatever they do, whatever you want them to do. The value system is fucked up, it's pure vanity, but niggas shit is being exploited and taken. So if anybody got to write the motherfucker benefit off this shit on paper, it's a nigga like me and my people, you know what I'm saying? But righteousness is righteousness, wickedness is wickedness, and no matter what your ethnicity, what you look like, what set you claim, if you do shit and it's some fuck shit, you supposed to pay for the shit you do. We have to lean on something in life. We can't go around like you can just do whatever the fuck you want to do and there's no consequences for it, because if that's the case, you might as well kill everybody in this motherfucker. We got to have some type of system to rely on. If you're going to say that system, that statement about what goes around comes around, that's telling me that it's a righteous judge. So these puss-ass crackers just running around the world doing whatever the fuck they want to, and most people ain't going to do shit because they're scared of them. Just like it's saying in Revelation chapter 13, who was able to make war with the beast? Most people are scared of these crackers. You know what I'm saying? I know that for a fact. So, and they know that because they've built up, I think lastly it was like $24 trillion budget for military, you know what I'm saying? Like, so shit like that. They build up the military, they keep building, they pour in so much into the military, being in debt too, and they exploit the motherfucking people right here in their own quote unquote nation because they want to get guns, because their objective is to just bully and debo motherfuckers, and we'll just kill you at the end of the day. Like, it ain't no kind of diplomacy. People are lawless and don't give a fuck, and we supposed to celebrate that shit. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to celebrate that shit. Like, get real, man. You know what I'm saying? Get real. Like, this shit is fucked up. This shit is not, it's not cool. It ain't nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I'm just saying, like, where does that lead the everyday person? You know what I'm saying? Where does that leave the everyday person? It leaves the everyday person in a fucked up situation, because if you side with this shit and some selfishness shit, then you'll meet your fate as well. You know what I'm saying? So I encourage everybody to really look in that mirror and examine what the fuck you stand for and what you represent. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck with this, what you say, who am I to tell you who to be? Because everybody got their own destiny in life. All I know is just be realistic about what the fuck you're doing and what you're saying and how you repping it, because we all gotta motherfucker pay a price one day for everything we do. And there ain't gonna be no one day. People are paying a price right now in their life. It's a lot of confusion, a lot of depression. It's a lot of shit going on that people don't know what the fuck happened. They looking for answers. And this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is troubling my heart, because these crackers just think they can do whatever the fuck they want to, and they put everybody's life in jeopardy. Now, what happened is some big ass world war going on. People, the average everyday citizen, just banking on, like, oh, we're gonna be straight. The cracker got us. But, you know, and for niggas, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Black people, it's kind of ironic, because one day you want to complain about the cracker, and the next thing you know, they're going to protect us. So that's why the crackers just debo and just disrespect us. They don't have no respect. They're like, y'all just, y'all, we got y'all. Y'all, we domesticated y'all. Y'all domesticated commodities. I always said black people serving the role of domesticated commodities. So it's like, this shit is some straight thuggery shit. It's unlawful. Is motherfuckers just do whatever they fuck they want to and think they can just do it because, like, we big and bad, and there's no diplomacy. And what are you educating, you teaching the children? And it's real dangerous, because it's implementing a mind state, a reckless mind state, more than ever into the upcoming generation. So the future is looking real grim for us with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm saying, so let me see. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I always said, there's no such thing as different races. There's only a human race. So I know you said 10 and 330. There's no racial divide, because it's one race. It's the human race. Race is a concept, a product, a byproduct of a social construct. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have different ethnicities or different groups. I often like to use the analogy of, like, a species like birds. You have different birds. You may have penguins. You may have these names that we have dubbed them: blue jays, cardinals, eagles, hawks, etc. But they're still birds. You know what I'm saying? So you have different ethnicities, but it's still one human. You know what I'm saying? So the whole racial divide shit, that's some bullshit too. And that's the thing was created for divide and rule concepts anyway. People got to speak the truth. And as far as what I'm going to do, I'm going to speak the truth from my own personal experience, what I see with my own two eyes, what I've interacted with people who have shared their personal experiences, and just examining the heart of man, because that heart lives within me too. And we all are derivatives of selfish and vain behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's a wasteful mind state. And it is what it is. If the cracker want to be over here cracking their whip, they're a cracker. If you don't even gotta have the skin to be of European heritage, you can have any type of ethnicity, any type of look. But if you're an oppressor and you're doing it in the name of putting your foot on motherfuckers and exploiting them for your own selfish gain, you a cracker. You know what I'm saying? So there is no racial divide. You know what I'm saying? There is no racial divide. We're gonna tell the truth. If people want to take it as being separate, that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make the motherfucking rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got different people. That's just what it is. Cracker gonna stand up and do what the fuck they want to do. But again, this is nothing new, because these crackers got a long history. When you look into the U.S. and on record coming from Britain, you know what I'm saying? Britain got one of the most brutal and violent histories, if not the most brutal and violent history in the known world. You know what I'm saying? If you study the history of the British going across the world, conquering, killing, looting, plundering, destroying, all this shit. That's what the fuck's going on. So I'm saying, so I didn't make the rules, man. I just came into this shit like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? What up, man? You know what I'm saying? So, These crackers got a long history of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now what we facing right now. Now we facing another shit now times. And in a way, I'm excited because I think a lot of people in this generation just thought that we was just gonna live scot-free and get away with all this shit. Like nothing ain't gonna happen, no drama ain't gonna happen in our generation. And read about all the history of like World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea. There's been some other wars as well, but the U.S. got a long record of just going into people's shit, implementing shit, assassinating leaders, assassinating significant people to other nations and sovereignties, and just like, oh, we just the righteous one. We could pollute the whole world. Now, if you was in a righteous position, you really was carrying a righteous position like that, and your judgments were fair, you might have the right to do that. But if you got so much dirt on your own record, you have no right to be looking at other motherfuckers like, oh, that's this, and then they create all this psychological warfare with all these terms like narco terrorists and terrorists and this and that. All of these are just terms that people make this shit up. Most of the average people don't know what the fuck this shit even mean other than what they get off of media. Media is made to control people's mind and sway the hearts of people so they can rally energy behind them. This shit is all made up, it's self-justified, and they just violating the whole international charter and policies of the world and have no fucking regard. No regard, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this shit is inhumane, really, and it's really sad to see that people just don't have no type of regard for each other. Everybody is thinking for their own selves, you know what I'm saying? And this is a prime example of this shit. Going into this motherfucking shit, going into Venezuela, taking this man out that shit. Oh, we gonna just jack that oil, we gonna keep it. How do you get to do that shit? You have no right to do that shit. You have no right to this shit. But people are, oh yeah, they do because it's this. No, you don't. You don't. And people sitting around like, we gon' ain't no we. Don't put no we with me. Bitch, I'm different. I ain't no we with the US, bitch. It's me and my people. This GMRNStv for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So they have no right to do this shit, and they justify it with all these fake ass lies, these fake ass terms, this manipulative speech, just to kind of implement these shit into the average quote unquote person, day-to-day person. People walk around talking, oh yeah, they did this. Do you know they do this? They were blowing up quote unquote drug boats, killing people out in the open. Nobody don't know what the fuck. They don't even, no trial, no court, no kind of like due process. Motherfucker just do what the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I tell people, like, if people gonna do what the fuck, you can't get mad at other people in society that's doing the fuck what we want to do. And people in the streets doing the fuck what we want to do, because everybody just, that's the kind of environment that you're creating. So this shit is troubling, man. It's troubling for the children coming up, because everybody is expendable. You can clearly see, because even with this shit, they just went and tied in. They didn't get no, it's supposed to be on record. They supposed to get approval from Congress to do acts of war, you know what I'm saying? But how they classify it, again, they slick. No, this is a law enforcement act. You have no jurisdiction. You have no jurisdiction, so it's not a law enforcement act. This is act of terror from the U.S. and war. You can't just go in there like we gonna be the ones because we're right and we know best. No, the fuck you don't know best. Your history show, your track record show. It's like the credit system, right? What the credit system do? They go off of your history, your credit history. Going off the track record and the history of the U.S., and particularly their foreign policy and their domestic policy, how they're dealing inside the country, it's fucked up. It's exploitative by nature. The source of the foundation of how the nation was established was through bloodshed, murder, rape, plunder, disregard, killing people, pushing people out their land, just saying, hey, let's just take it and make our own policy. We're stronger than them. We can just kill them. They can't fuck with us. That shit ain't got no sense of righteousness to it. It's bullying. And what I know, all bullies eventually get bullied. And if the bully too big, like, take it back to like grade school. Let's take it back to school, man. If the bully too big for one-on-one, then people eventually will jump the bully. That's what the fuck usually happen. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just watching this shit play out from the world stage, you know, and people, you know, this shit affects people, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have hearts and minds. Some people are more sensitive to this type of shit than others. And you're just supposed to carry on your day and just be like, oh, it's cool, it's regular. It ain't fucking regular, man. It ain't fucking regular. It's disgusting, tell you the truth. It's really disgusting, and the motherfuckers just act like they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's sad to see that this is the example you're showing the world. And I would encourage everybody that's in the U.S. to really look around the world and try to see possibly if it is another place you can go, because this shit is destined for some bad shit to happen. And I know some people are like, well, we can't. We got all the military might. That's why they build up so much, because you build up so much for arms and guns, because you know you do doing bullshit. And you know, like, bitch gonna come for us eventually. Bitch gonna do something. So let's just get out a whole bunch of guns and just get ready. Cause when they do, we can just fuck their ass up. You know what I'm saying? So that's so telling within itself how a nation can be in debt trillions of dollars and keep having most of their the GDP fucking money going towards military defense. You got people fucked up in healthcare, this exploitative healthcare system, food system where they FDA approves of fucking bad food, getting people fucked up. These fake ass drugs is make up. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is made up. It's fabricated. And this is hustling at its best. You can't hustle a hustler like that statement. So you can't bullshit a bullshitter. Man, you live long enough in life, you can kind of see how the heart of man operates, the heart of man works. This shit is sad and it's fucked up and it's troubling the people that just be like, damn, man, where are we heading as humanity? Where are we heading as humanity? It's not a good place. It's not a good look. And honestly, I do hope these crackers get what's coming to them. Even if I have to be taken out with this shit and suffer because I'll be complicit in the shit, then so be it. Because ain't nobody over this shit. Ain't nobody bigger than life. Nobody's bigger than life. This shit's bigger than all of us. There's something greater than all of us. We're just here in our time. There's been millions, billions, and trillions of people that have came before us. It's really, you can't even accurately count. You can only estimate. And there's going to be people to come after us. So for people just to stand up in this time like that, thinking like, I'm the say all, be all of anything, it shows a lot about, it's a degenerative mind state. It's a childish mind state. It's an immature mind state. And motherfuckers got what's coming to them, man. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is sad. They can just jack and do whatever the fuck they want to, and this shit straight. Shit troubles me, and I just had to come on just to express some thoughts, you know what I'm saying, and also to use this possibly anyone possibly want to connect and just get real strategy for people that's in, you know what I'm saying, in the situation where we in, as far as being in the borders of the U.S. and even outside, because the U.S. got so much corruption tied into so much countries, manipulating and swaying countries, having wars and civil wars starting, have their hand in so much shit, but they want to act like, oh, I'm just the all goody two shoes. I'm not doing anything wrong. People are just fucking us up. Nah, these puss ass crackers got coming with what they coming to them. They got coming with coming to them. Give thanks for y'all time. Grown man, real nigga shit. It's your highness. I'm out, man.